for MMS3, the Mega Meditation Summit. So I welcome all of you for this intention meditation today. Thank you all for joining us today. And and yeah, why are we doing this program is because the MMS is all about it's meditating alone is definitely powerful, but when we meditate in a group, that too with thousands of people, the energy just is massive and it's exponential. It helps us to heal, it helps us to transform, and when all of us come together, living all kinds of identities, it builds the unity between us, and we just celebrate the diversity that we all carry, the uniqueness that we all carry. So that's the whole purpose of this meditation. So today we have Shrikant sir, who is joining us from Atlanta. So he will be taking us through the meditation. I don't have to give a introduction about him. We all know him very well because though he's an architect, he's well known to be, organizing the events in US for with Patriji, and now he is the almost, kind of a backbone for Mega Meditation Summit that is happening. So I welcome you to the session, sir. Please take us through the meditation.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Prithviji. Yeah, it's been a while we spoke. Yeah, it is nice seeing you again. First of all, our greatest and deepest gratitude to our Grandmaster Brahmashri Pitama Patriji. So good morning and good evening, friends. Thank you again for joining for this mega intention meditation, right? So this is a beautiful platform wherein we can share our thoughts on the actual need of why these mega summits are needed, and the why this whole concept of Dhyanama Chakram or Dhyanama Yagams were introduced back home. We'll talk a little bit about that, and so to understand the history a little bit, so that we know what is the importance of this whole summit, my dear friends. So should we directly get into meditation and then we talk about all this, right? Is that the plan?
Yes, I will start with 40 minutes meditation.
Okay. Okay, so friends, let's get into meditation. Sit in a comfortable posture. Yeah, we also have Sampaji. Thank you for joining. I know you've been busy with various guests and all, but we'll talk about all that after meditation. Thank you for joining. So friends, let's sit in a comfortable posture, clasping your hands, crossing your legs, and closing your eyes, my dear friends. So after closing your eyes, we'll just give one intention before we get on to meditation, my dear friends. The one and only intention of this mega meditation summit, my dear friends, is to spread the joy and peace within ourselves and with our fellow beings. So this is the only lesson what we have learned from our Grand Master. And we have really took deep into our hearts, and we benefit that bliss within us. And once you have this bliss, there is no other choice to other than to share. And so our intention for this meditation is just spreading joy and happiness, my dear friends, nothing else. So this whole summit is to do that. So with that intention, let's get on into meditation, my dear friends. we just get into directly, my dear friends, observing our breath, the natural breathing, my dear friends. Let's forget who we are. At this moment, we do not need any identity, my dear friends. We do not need the titles, the genders, the positions, family, nothing. This is the time. We totally spend with ourselves, my dear friends, just with the breath. So we'll play some soft music and just immerse in that blissful state, my dear friends. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, my dear friends. Be with your breath. final 1 minute, my dear friends. Let's give our gratitude to our Grand Master, Brahmashri Pitama Patriji, for teaching us such a beautiful technique of Anapanasati meditation, my dear friends. Let's give our gratitude to the Mother Nature, our parents, to all our gurus. Let's give gratitude, my dear friends, to the people who have come here with all that intention to share love and peace. Our deepest gratitude to the team who is organizing this, my dear friends. It's not an easy task to bring everybody onto one platform, under one thought, under one intention. Okay, friends, slowly place both your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Whenever you are ready, slowly take off your hands and open your eyes with a big smile, my dear friends.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. That was a beautiful meditation. And I cannot thank you enough for taking us through that intention meditation, and especially the gratitude that we showed for all the beings. Thank you so much, sir. For the next part of the program, I request Sam to take it forward.
Yeah, can you make me a co-host, please, just in case I need to mute and unmute. Yeah. Wonderful meditation, Shrikant sir.
Thank you, Sampath sir. It was really wonderful to be with you always. Yeah.
Yesterday we started with a powerful meditation with Anil sir, and today a beautiful love and joy and peace vibrations all around with your meditation. Thank you so much, first of all, for your presence and for this meditation. And for those who don't know you, very few people might be there who don't know you. For them, a glimpse of what is Srikant Garla from the beginning of your PSSM journey till now.
Yeah. PSSM journey has been a little long now, or 20 plus years. Yeah, so every time we talk about that, when uh, various memories, various joys we share, we spend time with our grandmaster is always so special. Uh, Yeah, I want to keep it short though, because my more focus, I want to do it on the summit. But yeah, when we learned this practice back home, and then when I was coming to the US, uh, I was just doing for myself, uh, and then with my mother's inspiration, we started reaching out to people to share our thoughts, our with little bit of fear, as everybody, to go out to talk. But once that started, and then once the first class, I still remember when I gave a session and somebody close, one of our friends who attended that, and they share back their experience after their first meditation of first after my first session. The experience, once I heard that experience, the bliss which came from inside was totally different than what bliss what we do through our meditation, right? So that's why when Patri sir asks for experience, even the small experience, he gives us that much of joy. Then we understood, okay, why is he giving that much of expression there? Because it is how it is. When you hear somebody's experience from your session, that bliss you cannot forget, and that is what has been still motivating us to go spread that joy, so that we can experience that joy within ourselves much more easier. So from then on, that was uh, somewhere in 2011, and 2012 is when Patri sir first visited to the US, and until 2019 he's been traveling almost every year. Probably he would have missed 1 year in between, but he traveled every year, and I had a uh, fortune for arranging his programs, and while he was here in the US, and I traveled with him for some places, but arranged all the sessions across for whatever period, for a month, 45 days. He used to spend in the US, traveling to various cities, meeting people, spreading this word, joy. So all those years, what we have spent with him, we have learned various things, right? By just seeing him on how he conducts any sessions, how he shares his love, so much of joy, so much of pleasure what we learned from him. So that is how, and with his inspiration, we have been um, opened up with a mirror organization called PSSM USA. And through that umbrella, we've been doing all these activities. And then we slowly initiated PMC channels after the hit flow of PMC Telugu channels. What can bring, how it can bring change to people. So with that inspiration, we started these PMC USA channels and a multilingual channel. Through that, we've been sharing various experiences, various meditation sessions, various programs across the US region, mostly focusing on English content. And the multilingual will have other contents like Hindi, Telugu, Spanish, those kind of activities. That's how we have split those channels. And yeah, and now looking back, and we've been greatly associated with this mega meditation summits, which we started about 2 years ago under the leadership of Paripatri. So with her leadership, we initiated this, and we could see the from last 2 years we could see that change, that development, the flow of programs happening in the US. I would give that credit to this kind of summits, that how these summits explode into how the energy can flow and bring that oneness, and share that love. So that's how my journey started, and ended up in the role of mega meditation summits. For all these summits, the role which was given to me was to play a fund manager role. So which is slightly challenging task for our spiritual projects, as you know. But all these challenges are so much of fun, so much of learning, and so much of magic, I would say. So there is nothing, no efforts what we put, but we can see the magic in front of our eyes, how it happens, right? So there would be from we start with zero always, of course, right? So when we start and when we wanted to plan something, there is a need, there is a requirement which would come up, and following through that, there is a source which is coming up. We do not know from where. So that is the magic. You just have to watch. So I've been lucky, very lucky to, along with Madhvi Madam, to see that magic first, and then we show it to the people. So this is how the magic happens, and this is how all the requirements get matched. But yeah, so it is a lot of fun, a lot of learnings what we take from organizing these kind of mega events. It's so much fun.
Before I get into the event, I want to put
Yeah,
you on spot, okay? You have given your introduction as a master from PSSM,
yeah.
and I see this brochure where I see PSSM Global, PSSM USA,
Mm.
and so what? Now I see an Atlanta pyramid behind you. So are you? Do you belong to PSSM? Do you belong to PSSM Global or USA or Atlanta?
Yeah.
What
So
should
those are all,
identify you
see,
with?
this is all under the umbrella of PSSM, right? So for each region, there are some specific setup we need to do, specific mm, uh, geographical representation we have to do. So all these are only geographical representations, but all these are under the umbrella of PSSM, right? So the role of Atlanta Pyramid Meditation Academy is to cater to the people across Georgia where we can do the same services, right? The global's role is to bring all the like-minded people, all the spiritual organizations of same thought under one roof. So each one plays their role, right? Now USA is to the entire US, we need to bring everybody under into one umbrella so that we can make our support resources shared and easier, because most of our activities are similar in nature, though we look different. Now Atlanta Pyramid Academy would be different, it would have a different logo but different things, but the content, the sharing, what we do is all comes from PSSM, under the umbrella of PSSM. But so we wanted to keep some resources where we can share the content easily and we can represent the local region accordingly. So these names are just for that, but everything comes under the umbrella of PSSM.
Thank you so much for taking that question for me, sir. Because a lot of clarity
Yeah,
comes to people that it's all PSSM, and when it comes to the geography, you want to
yeah,
bring together those energies and divert it to the local manifestation of multiplying the meditators, taking meditation, vegetarianism, and pyramids into people.
exactly. Right.
So they are just the embodiment of that local energies.
Exactly.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, see, MMS1, after MMS1, there was a blast, Omega Pyramid. And after MMS2, there is another blast, Atlanta Pyramid. I don't know what you are going to do with MMS3, but please tell about that energy and what
Yes.
is leading to such beautiful revolution in US
Yeah.
that every time we are coming up with a beautiful pyramid project.
Yeah. Yeah. So, mm to talk about this MMS3 in particular, uh, I had a chance to visit Los Angeles about 2 weeks ago to look up at the venue and to do some pre-arrangements and things like that. And the local team of Los Angeles, man, they have done extremely great work to provide such a beautiful venue. I would say this is the next level for PSSM into the professionalism, I would say, right? The amount of the things what we did in Dallas, and then the amount of things what we did in Raleigh, North Carolina, this would be level up from the professionalism perspective. Of course, the content, the intent, all that would still carry the same concepts and same things, but you would see in a different perspective, in a professional perspective, and with more diversity, I would say, this time, right? So we talked about this earlier in our podcast also. Our intention for the first mega meditation summit in Dallas was just to bring all our divisions, what we were talking about earlier, the Atlanta Pyramid Academy or the Spiritual Tablets, Buddha CEO. There are various branches of this PSSM. We want to bring all of these into under one umbrella. That was our intention. And that was a great success according to us, because we were able to bring everybody together. That was the intention, right? And in our second year, our intention was in Raleigh to bring the diversity, right? So we could do that. We achieved about 40% of diversity of bringing speakers from outside of PSSM, right? English speakers. We have world speakers, right? Coming in with their same thought process, but different experiences, what they have encountered, and enriched themselves with the spiritual science, right? So we were able to achieve that. But in this summit, our main focus is on healing Los Angeles. As we all know, my dear friends, not just Los Angeles. Los Angeles is one of the area which got affected, but across the globe, right? There is some tension which is happening, and as a human being, with what we have learned, with this love and peace, we should be able to, and we also gain so much from this land, right? We have got beautiful families, beautiful homes, beautiful nature. Now this is the time for us to give back to this land, right? So we have termed this called healing Los Angeles. And and this is the platform where we provide so that we can give it back, right? For most of the people, they want to give back, but they do not know how, they do not know where. Will it go into a right channel? Will it go to the right use? Will it go to the right need, right? So this platform is provided with open arms, saying that, come, let's give back. So all the people who are having the thought of giving back, this is the platform you should use, my dear friends, right? So that is the main intention of this program. Other than this, I would also want to talk why our Grand Master Patri sir has introduced this concept of Dhyana Mahayagams or Dhyana Mahachakrams, right? There are two ways of benefits, my dear friends: direct and indirect, right? And under direct benefits of why these mega events are needed is, you could get three things out of this. It is called three E's, right? One is enlightenment, empowerment, and expansion, right? So these three things are direct benefits. So what do we do? Through enlightenment, we have these meditations, this morning meditations especially, where there are intense meditation with that beautiful music, what happens in the mornings, right? You gain a lot of energy, and then with that energy you get enlightened with various activities happening behind, right? So that is one aspect of gaining the energy. You normally, when we do at home, you can experience that, but when you do in such a gathering, in such mega events, it multiplies multiple folds, right? So that is what it will give you personally, to enrich yourself, to enhance yourself, uh, and get self development, right? So that is what about enlightenment. Now the second portion of it is empowerment, right? So what you'll understand through various masters sharing their wisdom is, you will know that you are your own master. so that you empower yourself with that kind of a wisdom. And the third E is about expansion, my dear friends. So, how do you expand? By listening to various masters' experiences. When you hear what others are doing, right? What are the activities they're doing in their own region, in their own country, in their own aspect, you'll get new ideas. You'll get to know how you can take this. You might be struggling. Okay, I have all this energy now. I have all this concept now. How do I take this forward? You'll get to know. You'll get to know from various masters who have been doing various experiments. When they share that, you get to know. So the three direct benefits what you get out of these mega events are these three, my dear friends: enlightenment, empowerment, and expansion. Right? That's your direct benefits. Indirect benefits, my dear friends. As part of giving back, what we talked about earlier, we become a medium to source the energy from the cosmos, and we grow for ourselves and we pass it on to the land, my dear friends. That's an indirect benefit what you are getting for yourself and to this world. You spread the joy, right? So when we do these summits, we've been seeing this. So when we do it in back home, maybe we are not directly involved, we just go attend there. But when we are doing it here in the US, we could see, my dear friends, the amount of expansion what happened with the PSS movement in the US earlier, last before 3 years. And in these 3 years we could see with our open eyes how many sessions are happening across the region, how many events are happening, how many Zoom sessions. There are at least about, on a given day, there would at least be 5 to 6 Zoom sessions, my dear friends, in a day. Only in the US. I'm not talking about the sessions outside US, right? So 5 to 6 sessions when the global team, Madhvi Magam's madam team, when they send the daily activities of what's happening, you could see a list of 5 to 6 events happening on a daily basis, right? So this expansion is happening how? Because the energy which get exploded with these kind of mega events, my dear friends, right? It becomes easier. So when we go out, when we talk to people there, they get connected. They say, oh, I've seen this, I've attended the mega summit, I've understood this, now you're coming talking to me about the same thing. They get connected easily, right? So there are direct and indirect benefits to attend these kind of events. So there is no there is no other summits, or there is no other events bigger than this which will happen in the US, my dear friends, as of now. So we should take advantage of those, take advantage of being part of it, just being a part of it. If you are able to organize or be a volunteer, that is a bonus. But just being part of the event is so much of benefit. That is what I would say.
So very right, sir. I remember from my past experience where, you know, when we attended Dhyana Mahachakras back in India,
Mhm.
oh, every Dhyan Mahachakra will bring us out of our own personal limitations,
Mm.
not just as a meditator, not just as a volunteer.
Yeah.
The expansion that you're talking about, you always go back with a different consciousness altogether. I remember that, and I was amazed. We just attended casually
Mm.
to see how it is to explore,
Yeah.
but when so many blocks, so many doubts, so many energy level blocks get cleared when you meditate in the group, and when you hear the experiences, and you go back as a different person altogether.
Yeah.
That's so very right. And one last question before I make Madhvi madam also talk. What drives you? You are such a charismatic, very capable, as well as a very loving, empowering master in US. I have seen how you have been you are multiplying the energies, multiplying the teams, And what actually drives you to do all this, to be in the middle of such a beautiful expansion and so many coordinations, working with so many people, so many organizations within PSSM? What drives you, sir, for this, to take up so many responsibilities?
Yeah. So one thing is, uh, once you taste that bliss, you do not want to miss it, even a day. It is like an addiction, but beautiful addiction, right? So, so when you do some activity, so what one thing what I noticed, you do n number of spiritual activities, you will not feel tired. Your energy keeps on building. That is the beauty of spiritual work, my dear friends. You, when you do 10 things, you'll have room for 11th. When you do 11 things, you'll have room for 12. Somehow. And you are energetic and there is time. How? I don't understand. So that is the beauty of spiritual work, right? When you want to do some other work, some housework or actual work which gives us bread and butter, that one is just I would say uh, is like just a peanut butter on your on your bread, like just it's so smooth and happening because you do the spiritual work. All the other things are taken care. Maybe that's what happens because all the pressure from your work is taken out. I don't know how. Yeah, and when I conduct those meetings, also the official office meetings, so for some people it would be challenging. For me it just goes off just smooth. No, not big challenging questions. It goes off so smooth. I wonder how this happens. That happens because masters take care of us because we are doing the spiritual work probably, right?
Yeah, Patricia once told that service energizes your bliss body by giving satisfaction.
Yeah.
Once the bliss body gets that energy,
Hmm.
the external layers like your mental body, emotional body, energy body, and the physical body, all of them get nourished.
Yeah.
And spiritual service directly gives energies to your roots,
Yeah.
which is reflected. And we can only experience it, we can't even talk about it
Talk about
sometimes.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know. And before we have Pari and Madhavi madam, both of us here. What is, I see a lot of LA everywhere. Yesterday I see Anil Dorna La, today Srikant Gar La, and Parimal La. Oh, there is La La
Wow.
La everywhere. LA is everywhere.
Wow.
Let's hear from Madhavi madam and yeah, Srikant sir, you're saying something.
No, that's a beautiful you noticed it. No?
There's so much of gala. There
Yeah.
is an LA there as well.
Mhm.
Over to you, Madhavi madam. Welcome to the session. And yeah, Pari and Madhavi madam, both. Welcome.
It's pleasure to be here. Uh, this is one of the most important event that is happening in LA. And I feel very fortunate to be part of this LA event. Healing LA is something that strikes anybody who has gone. I'm sure everybody has gone through some rough time in their life. So when there is healing happens, how calm, quiet, and peaceful you become is what we are going to do in Healing LA. So, well, uh, that's what I would say.
So, how are you looking forward for MMS3?
I thought my interview was tomorrow.
It starts today.
What was your question again? Sorry.
So, how are you tuning up, and how are things going on for MMS3, ma'am?
It's growing. It's going great. As Shrikant has mentioned before, whenever you want to do the spiritual work, you do not know where the energy comes from. It just comes. I'm sure whoever are listening to this interview, like they also feel it. Each and every person, when you are in the spiritual path, you really do not know how the energy comes. You get plenty of energy to do a lot of work. So that's what I feel. We are all pumped up to go for LA, and I think Shrikant and you, everybody has seen, and then you guys are telling us the event hall is so good. I'm really looking forward to coming to LA and then experience the big mega meditation summit Dhyana Mahayagnam in USA. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you. It's so good to see Atlanta Pyramid behind, sir. And you are sitting in your backyard. Pari is sitting in your backyard with the pyramids in your backyard. So it's so nice to see. Good evening, Pari. Yes.
Good evening. So wonderful to hang out here with everyone. It's like a celebration already started,
Yeah.
and it's such a privilege to be part of this moment, and it's a privilege to be doing this work. Not everybody gets to do this work. It is a privilege, and I take it with great responsibility, and so I see each one of them taking with great responsibility. I remember the day when Madhavi said, "Pari, evaru ostaru mana events ki, evaru family వదిలేస్తారు, ఎవరు ఏం చేస్తారు." I'm sorry, I'm talking in Telugu, but that impact is so the translation is, who's gonna come to this meditate when they can do anything else. But today we are seeing that people are traveling around the world to be a part of this event, driving to, like how Maleshwari drove 12 hours or 16 hours to be at Dallas event. This is a privilege, guys. It is not to be taken lightly. To be working for it is a privilege. So if you're watching this from the background as a participant, I'm creating a FOMO because you are missing out a great deal of fun, because you will have to come back onto this earth again to just be a part of this fun. So just don't be a participant. Roll up your sleeves, get your hands dirty, get in the mud. It's so much fun. Oh my gosh, it's like incredible fun, and they are lying, guys. It's not the energy; they just are having fun here. So they're just having fun here, and that's why they are here doing this work. So it's a kind of fun that you pay with your time, your money, and your presence, and you have fun. That is the kind of fun that we have. So I'm just happy and so lovely to see Shrikant. And such a powerful message. I've been hearing your message. It's a truly powerful message, and I loved hearing all the stories about the travels and everything.
Yeah. Thanks, Pari. Yeah, one other I just wanted to add, Sampath, is what we are also doing for this mega meditation summit is we are doing this monthly summits in various cities, right? So we have at least would have done about 9 summits in this last 7 months. We call it as monthly summit, but we are doing at least 2 or 3 in a month sometimes, both West Coast, East Coast, or in the Central. So these are all the regional summits where we collect those energies and join to this ocean called Mega Summit, right? So we did about 9 of them regionally, and we did 2 music summits, right? So there are about 11 programs what we did, channeling all the taking this message of this mega summit in all these regions and spreading the word, spreading the joy, explaining the importance of what summit can bring over, right? So that's how the channeling happening, and we bring it on to this mega summit.
Wonderful work, sir. As Pari said, you guys are not creating FOMO just at a personal level. At a national level, you are creating it. Hari is going to come from Australia for the second time for the MMS. He came for MMS1. And Simi Thakur, just before this call, she's about to book her tickets. She's also from Melbourne. So a person from Melbourne is conducting the session here, online session for this event. People are traveling, people from India, Australia, I don't know from where and all people are going to come. So
People from UK.
Yeah.
People
GK
UK are coming. GK sir and others also. There are at least 4 or 5 participants who confirmed that they are coming.
Wow. So it is a global event conducted in USA. That's why we have PSSM Global and PSSM USA as the partners and the leads for this. So any final words and the message from all three of you before we conclude this session?
Yeah, one question I want to answer is, yes, I did ask who will come, right? So I asked that question, and now I'm integral part of Mega Meditation Summit. And because I have experienced the bliss of doing the work, being a volunteer and attending the session and enjoying the session once it is done. So if you guys think that what are you going to do, you have to come and see how you are going to be enjoying this event. It's not energy, as Pari said, only the enjoyment that we are going to have. We would want a lot of people, guys, to come and experience this mega event. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Before we conclude with Srikanth sir, Pari, any last words for today?
Now, I'm just happy to see Srikanth and you and Madhavi again. I'm guessing you're in Denver right now?
Yeah, she sacrificed her desk for me and she's sitting outside.
So yes, and I'm looking forward to the weekend event in St. Louis with Buddha CEO. So it's a great movement where different organizations are doing their work ultimately to reach one goal, which is Dhyan Jagat. So we are all going to support Buddha CEO to support Chandra on this mission. So
Wonderful, Pari. Wonderful. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Sampatji, for all your efforts, what you are putting. You are from Melbourne, but you are not just Melbourne, you are everywhere. So thank you. Thank you for guiding us. Thank you for helping in every bit. And as Patri sir says, this is the celebration moment when we do these summits, right? All the work what we have done for that year, we come celebrate in this annual summits. That is the whole reason why we are doing these summits. So come celebrate and enjoy.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you all the speakers and the organizers and people joining from India, Prithvi, Vikal, Jenny, and big list of people, and Sirisha, who along with the invisible man Pandu, another Prithvi, who is giving live just now. Oh, he's here. Good to see him. Thank you all. Let's meet tomorrow with a wonderful session with Madhavi Madam.
Thank you.
Bye all.